We can state that Ukrainian aggression against the People's Republics will begin in the near future. People's militia intelligence agents have obtained a plan for a Ukrainian. The situation at the line of contact continues to escalate. The situation along the line of contact continues to escalate, with a sharp increase in the intensity of shelling in recent days. The situation along the line of contact continues to escalate in recent days. The situation along the line of contact continues to escalate. The Donetsk People's Militia has been forced to constantly suppress firing points of the Ukrainian armed forces in order to prevent the number of civilian casualties on the territory of the Donetsk People's Republic has increased. The activities of Ukrainian sabotage groups It's socially important. The activities of Ukrainian sabotage groups to destabilize social and industrial facilities have intensified, and they have carried out the following information has been obtained. The number of terrorist attacks resulting in injuries and fatalities among citizens of the Republic. It can be stated that the Ukrainian aggression against the People's Republics, the Ukrainian intelligence service of the People's Militia has extracted a plan of a Ukrainian offensive operation against the independent republics, and according to the plan of Ukrainian strategists, a massive fire strike has been scheduled for the day. The Ukrainian Armed Forces 26th to 43rd and 55th Artillery Brigades, as well as aircraft, helicopters and unmanned aerial vehicles, are expected to destroy military and civilian objects in the territory of the Donetsk People's Militia. Civilian objects on the territory of the DNR and LNR to a depth of up to 10 to 15 kilometers. The main targets for targeting are defined as command posts of People's Militia of the civilian administrations of the object from the critical. The main targets are the command posts of the People's Militia of the civilian administrations of the critical infrastructure of the republics. Energy and water supply to the heavy. The Minsk agreements. The offensive of the Ukrainian armed forces is planned in 3 directions. The Ukrainian armed forces are planning to attack from 3 directions. The direction of the main strike of the Ukrainian Army Kramatorsk-Debaltseve. The strike is carried out by the forces of the 30th Mechanized 17th Tank and the 95th Airborne Assault Brigade of the Armed Forces of Ukraine, with supported by the 26th Artillery Brigade. The immediate task within 3 days to reach the line Alchevsk-Koyevo. The group's further task is to reach the Russian border within 2 days to the border of the Russian Federation, with the achievement of the immediate task to develop the offensive. The 81st Air Mobility Brigade and 25th Airborne Brigade on the Azov direction by the 53rd Mechanized and 36th Marines Brigade from the line of Shirokino-Staronitovka, as well as a Marine landing of the 501st Independent Battalion of Marines Infantry from the settlement of Novozovsk, with the support of the 55th Artillery Brigade is planned to advance in the direction of Komsomolskaya, and within 2 days reach the line. Within 2 days to reach the line Ilovaisk-Ulyanovskaya, thereby embody the immediate task and further develop the offensive along the Russian border of the Russian Federation in the direction of Red Ray. In the second echelon of the operational Tactical Group South will include units of the 12th Brigade of the National Guard of Ukraine. Adar Battalion operating in the zone of responsibility of the 53rd Brigade has the task to prevent desertion among the Ukrainian soldiers. On the Luhansk direction is planned introduction of limited offensive actions by the forces of the 57th Motorized Infantry and the 24th Mechanized Brigades, supported by the 131st Separate Reconnaissance Battalion of the Armed Forces of Ukraine, from the Novodishkovskoye-Popasnoye line in the direction of Alchevsk. Blocking the Luhansk-Debaltseve operational tactical grouping north should develop an offensive deep into the defense of the Luhansk People's Republic, in order to reach the settlement of Red Beam and join the grouping south. In the course of combat, the combat operations are planned to encircle and blockade large settlements such as Donetsk, Luhansk, Gorlovka, Alchevsk. A right-wing sector unit stationed in the area of Stanitsa Luganskaya happily should carry out disturbing fire on the positions of the People's Militia, support raiding sabotage actions of the 79th Brigade with the aim of choking transport to the highway near the line of combat, carrying out terrorist acts and sabotage across the line of contact. Concentrated up to 25 mobile groups of Special Operations Forces West and East sleeper cells on the territory of the republics to carry out sabotage on transport routes deep into the territory of the republics and liquidation of kidnapping of individual officials from the leadership of the republics. The People's Militia is ready to repel aggression. All military units are put in. The People's Militia is ready to repel aggression. All military units are on full alert and have begun mobilization. Interaction with the command of the People's Militia of the Luhansk. The enemy's plans will be crushed by the defenses of the Republic's defenders, and in the event of Ukrainian aggression, enemy losses will exceed the scale of the failed operations of 2014-2015 years.